thanks for joining today, our SOCAR Turkey Wennovation Startup Challenge. I'm going to give 1 or 2 minutes. Now I see a lot of people are joining already on Zoom. Now we just passed 60 people, but I think we are going to have a little bit more than this. So I'm just going to give you 1 more minute to make sure that you can hear us really nice and clear. And for the attendees who already joined, you can use chat and Q&A sessions on Zoom just to send your messages or any kind of comment during the event. So if you are hearing me well, I would be really happy if you can just write us on chat that you can hear us right now loud and clear. I'm still seeing more people. Sometimes it takes just a little bit for people to connect at Zoom as well. I see some raising hands. Hello, everyone. Welcome. Can you just write me on chat? Okay, so chat seems to be disabled, but I can see it from the Q&A. So Gettin Davies just wrote me from there, which is good. You can use Q&A part. Perfect. Now I see a lot of questions. Burcu and Fabio, thank you very much. Perfect. I think we are about to pass 100 people. And thanks for joining us today. Without further ado, I think I can start now. So you don't really need to wait a little bit more. So welcome, everyone. This is Kaan, founder of Hackquarters. As Hackquarters, we've been doing a lot of innovation programs with great companies like SOCAR Türkiye. And today we are going to talk about innovation around energy industry. So let me just talk about how we are going to pass this day. We have a quite packed day. We have great founders, startups with us today, also joining us. And we are going to have 3 quick sessions talking about how how SOCAR is actually encouraging open and collaborative approach in energy industry. Then we are going to see how they are embracing innovation. And then you are going to listen our founders, co-founders, and directors of the startups in their alphabetical order. After we pass that, we are going to have a Q&A session. Then, while we are maybe deliberating 1 more time, you are going to have a great panel, how SOCAR is actually collaborating with startups so far. And we are going to close the day with winners, with the potential POC partners of SOCAR Türkiye. So for the people who just joined, SOCAR Wennovation Startup Challenge is an online open innovation program, which welcomes entrepreneurs, game changers, founders, tech enthusiasts, just to make sure that we have a much better refinery, petrochemical, or energy industries. This program has been there for a while, and you are going to hear more from the owners of the program. But especially this challenge program, we were focusing on 4 major areas. One of them was asset management. The other one is energy efficiency and sustainability. Third one was refinery and petrochemical operations. And finally, fintech and other services, which might affect the stakeholders or consumers at the value chain. Again, it's been going for a while on our side. Maybe you're just joining today, but we started with open applications in January, and we had an online meetup just to make sure that everybody understands what we are trying to do and build. Then, since February, we are actually deliberating with our applicants and the finalists so that we can actually present great stuff to you today. We are going to talk a little bit about our finalists, but we have 10 great companies from different countries. You are going to meet them one by one soon, so I'm not going to spoil what they're doing right now. And this program, as I mentioned, is aiming to encourage collaboration with startups, technology companies, with SOCAR. So hopefully we are going to have more and more POCs with SOCAR Türkiye, with great startups from different countries. I mentioned we had a great panel of juries. You are going to meet them and after the session that we have the pitches. And I'm really looking forward to meet with all of them soon enough. But as a participant, if you have any questions, please feel free to write from the Q&A section, so I can actually read it throughout the program. And also from the chat, we are going to send you some links, LinkedIn profiles to our esteemed speakers, so you can get to meet with them in real time as well. So without further ado, I didn't want to spend too much time, and I want to start with our first session. I want Elchin Bey to stage. Elchin Ibadov, acting CEO of SOCAR Türkiye. Elchin Bey, if you are available, can you turn on your microphone and camera? Perfect. Now I can see you. Welcome. And as someone who is actually working with a lot of founders, I want to personally thank you, because that kind of collaboration platforms are really important for innovation ecosystems. And thank you as SOCAR providing that kind of platform. So let me just turn off the screen share and leave myself out and give you the opening speech. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Kaan Bey. Welcome, everybody. I know you're all very excited about listening to your colleagues, to the finalists, and finally finding out who would be the winner. So the last thing you'd want right now is for me to deliver a long speech, which I promise I will not be doing. But I will just like to note a few things and welcome you to the program. SOCAR Türkiye is the most prominent industrial holding, but our journey has started 15 years ago. It started from the acquisition of Petkim, then we moved to building Trans-Anatolian natural gas pipeline called TANAP. Then we opened SOCAR Terminal, which is one of the largest port terminal in this area. We opened Star Refinery at Aliağa Special Industrial Zone. So these 15 years have been full of success stories, but most importantly, it was full of many, many challenges. We have not only continued our strategic investments, but also integrated our refinery, petrochemicals, energy, logistics, distribution, and storage businesses. Because a few years ago, we understood that, we acknowledged that without capturing the synergies of such integration, our companies would not be able to achieve excellence and efficiency in business processes. As SOCAR Türkiye, we recognize the world's energy system is undergoing a rapid transition, not just a transition, but a rapid one. It's triggered by simultaneous shifts in technological development. It's triggered by regulations, by consumer preferences, and most importantly, investor sentiment. And today, maybe the most critical capability that any organization, or even I would say any individual must have, is the ability to adapt to the paradigm shift. Technology, as you know better than me, has always been one of the key elements to enable any business function to thrive, transform, and adapt to the new world order. In the last 4 years, during which we have accelerated our digital transformation efforts, we have taken steps toward excellence in various functions. So just to name a few: production, asset management, HSE, supply chain, commerce, finance, etc. How we have done it, we have leveraged several different technologies, including machine learning, artificial intelligence, video and image processing, robotic process automation, process mining, augmented reality, drones. Yes, we are actively using drones, and so on. We believe in the startup ecosystem very strongly. We also believe in the value it creates. And in order to remain competitive, widen our horizon, and keep pace with innovative business practices and technologies, we are very much into developing partnerships and collaborating with startups. So we do not see ourselves as the patrons of this initiative. We see ourselves as partners with startups, and we are ready to treat you as our equals, as any partner would treat each other. And therefore, your thoughts, your ideas are very valuable to us. We know the refinery and petrochemical operations very well. We believe we know digital transformation trends very well, but we want to combine it with startups' fast-paced creation process. And we believe if we do that, it will give us the edge we have been looking for. Please be rest assured that we do not limit ourselves to create partnerships with startups to further our transformation agenda. So sky is the limit. We know a thriving startup ecosystem boosts the economy. We believe its ability to create talent pool, its ability to generate jobs, and as SOCAR Türkiye, we want to nurture this ecosystem. Finally, I would like to reiterate and re-emphasize that we are committed to build the partnerships through Wennovation Startup Challenge program, and we are very much looking forward to the success stories you and we will create together. So thanks very much for attending the program, and thanks very much for your patience listening to my short speech. Thank you.
Elchin Bey, thank you very much. I want to, again, thank you for SOCAR, because it is always great to have great companies like SOCAR to join forces with startups. As you mentioned, it creates a prosperity in the economies, technology, and when you are saying that we are looking our startups as equals, as partners, that's incredible. This is what technology ecosystems actually need. Thank you very much for your session. Now I'm just going to continue with Hakan Bey. So before you join Hakan Bey, I just want to mention a few things. Elchin Bey already mentioned some of the things already, embracing innovation and leading the digital transformation and disruption of energy sector. So as Chief Digital Transformation and Information Officer of SOCAR Turkey, I would like to give you the stage, and thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Kaan Bey. Thanks for everyone, and welcome. Thanks for attending, and thanks to everyone behind this organization, and thanks for the flexibility, because we had a little bit of a delay. As Kaan Bey mentioned, we started a long time ago, but because of the unfortunate earthquake that happened in this region, we had a little bit delay of this program, as it's understandable. So during this time, thanks for all the applicants for their flexibility and their support, their prayers and thoughts. We do really appreciate it, and it means a lot to us. Talking about today, again, as Elchin Bey mentioned, Turkey's most prominent industrial holding, SOCAR Türkiye, we continue our activities in many sectors and constantly increasing our production capacity and extending our value chain from the source to the end customer. With approximately $17.7 billion US dollar investment, Turkey's largest direct foreign investor, SOCAR Türkiye meets 25% of Turkey's needs for processed crude oil products alone. Our contribution to the economic cooperation between Azerbaijan and Turkey, as well as Turkey's employment and production, is what gives us the important responsibility to do better at every aspect of our business. As at the heart of our organization is our production, SOCAR Turkey's unique position brings the motivation to work on strategic priorities with more rigor than ever. Digital transformation has always been one of the cornerstones of the strategic priorities of SOCAR Turkey. When we look at our strategic priorities, we can clearly state that the digital transformation is not only a radical change that increases efficiency in all our business processes, but also acts as a lever for other strategic building blocks, such as energy security, efficiency, optimization, business sustainability, and energy transformation. Since its establishment, digital transformation team has evolved the way we work, with strong collaboration with our business function. The expertise of our business functions, met with our digital capabilities, we have been transforming our operations ever since. Besides our core IT, a 40+ people team, our structure became a well-oiled machine creating value and collaboration across our organization for the people focused on digital. Now it's time to see the capabilities and opportunities beyond this horizon. The Wennovation platform has been launched about a year ago with the specific objective in mind to create partnership, which will eventually become our digital transformation ecosystem that extends beyond the boundaries of SOCAR Türkiye. By harnessing the power of our ecosystem, we're looking forward to achieve our objectives more efficiently, swiftly bring innovative solutions to our business, accelerate our learning cycles, and create an environment that enables diversification of technology. What we give back is a chance for you to tap into our deep industry knowledge and a sandbox to grow and scale up your solution. We're already seeing the impact of having the Wennovation platform. We got about 12 new tech pilots, from process mining to IoT application, from video image processing to drones, were put in practice in 2022. And this is just the beginning. Now with the challenge, with the Wennovation challenge, we are building up the foundation of our platform and showing our commitment that we're ready to collaborate and grow together. As we have gathered here for Wennovation Challenge, the final day, we're looking forward to add new partnerships to this thriving ecosystem. I strongly believe together we will develop processes that cultivate the flow of technology, concepts, and resources. And I'm looking forward to seeing all the innovative solutions of our finalists will present today. Thank you.
Hakan, thank you very much. And actually today we are going to listen about one of the collaborations that you already did with the startup. So I can just imagine, with a lot of technology required to manage energy, petrochemical industry, refinery industry, you do already have so many technologies going around, and it actually requires so much thought into it because it's a tough job. It requires a lot of skill. And hopefully today we are going to add a few more startups to collaborate with SOCAR Turkey just yet. Then we are going to see some success stories maybe the coming years. Thank you very much for joining us today. After we discussed about how SOCAR Turkey is actually looking forward for the strategic angle, now I'm just going to invite Burcu. Hi, Burcu. Nice to have you here. Just to talk about Wennovation Startup Challenge and Wennovation Platform, key to successful integration of new generation technologies. And Burcu is with us today, a Transformation Group Director from SOCAR Turkey. Burcu, I'm going to leave the stage to you, and best of luck. Sorry, just a second, just to make sure that I can keep your slides here. So okay. Listening as well. The stage is yours.
Thanks, Kaan. I first would like to welcome all the attendees, all our jury members, and I would like to thank to all companies who joined us on this journey and which are going to present their solutions today. Before giving the details on this challenge program, I would like to mention about our digital transformation journey a little bit. As it happens in all industries and all businesses, technology is transforming our industry as well. And since we are fully aware of it and fully aware of the pace of this change, we are handling the transformation with a very strategic approach and at enterprise scale. At this point, I believe it's really important and guiding to explain how we are treating, how we are defining digital transformation. For SOCAR Turkey, digital transformation is technology-driven business transformation. So we are always together with our business functions, ideating how we can utilize new technology to address an existing business problem or transform an existing process to achieve more performance or to be more ready for future. So we are always together with our business functions and we are doing it all together. In this regard, we are open to all innovative solutions that technology can offer. Elchin and Akın already mentioned some of the technologies that we are utilizing, but I would like to also give some detail on how and where we are utilizing them, using them. As a downstream oil and gas company, it's really important for us that our production process needs to run smoothly, and it's in our core of our operation. So we are optimizing it, keeping it up and running all the time. While we are doing this, we are utilizing technologies like AI, ML to optimize the production, deep learning technologies to predict any equipment anomalies, hardware malfunctions, or and ensuring plant availability. HSE is one of our key topics. So we are utilizing technologies like image processing, real-time locating system kind of technologies to reduce the safety risks. When we come to the corporate processes, intelligent automation technologies ranging from robotic process automation to chatbots to process mining are adding value to fasten our processes and manage them with a real-time touch. Finally, things like physical robots and so on increases the mobility and change the way of doing work at our plants. So these are just a few to name, but we are open to any innovative technology that can help us to achieve our goals around this vision, transforming our business by utilizing technology. After telling all these and giving these examples, following the developments on these technologies, always being up to date on what's new and how we can adapt it, how we can find the right use cases and apply them on our sites. It's really challenging, and sometimes we really need help, guidance, co-development efforts. And in order to do that, we need to have a strong ecosystem. And to develop this ecosystem, last year we launched SOCAR Wennovation Platform. It's already mentioned by both Elchin and Hakan. This is an open innovation platform where we start our first touch point with all the possible ecosystem partners. And this platform actually aims to accelerate the digital transformation by leveraging partnerships, engaging startups, corporates, academia, all possible actually ecosystem players, providing an interface where potential partners can meet right people, right functions at SOCAR Turkey, because we realize that it's really hard for startups finding the right business function to explain their solution and get some response. We are also trying to ease that process. So through this platform, we are running many different ecosystem build-up activities. Today's challenge program is one of them. With this program, we are aiming to widen our, of course, partnership opportunities to address digital transformation challenges that we are experiencing right now. And we are trying to create some innovative solutions together with possible partners. I also would like to give some details on today's challenge program. This is our first startup challenge program. Through Innovation Platform, we run different programs till now, but as a startup challenge program, this is the first one. The applications were open for 1 month periods. It is a global program. We run it globally, and we had more than 100 startup applicants from 23 different countries. More than 40% of the applicants are outside of Turkey. We had 22 startups for the semi-final. And after a detailed deliberation by our teams, 10 startups that you will be seeing today, the presentations, are selected as the finalists. Before finalizing my speech, I would like to also mention today's finalists. I will go in alphabetical order. So the first finalist will be Alloy Additive, CYC International, Delivers.AI, FinBoot, Flyability, F-Ray FinTech, Quark, Offsetted, ROT Studio, and finally Visionize. So now I would like to leave the stage to our 10 finalists. Thanks to all of our finalists for their great efforts and motivation through this program. And let's begin.
Thank you very much, Burcu, for the introduction, and hopefully we are going to have more and more POCs. As you mentioned, we already received a lot of interest from different types of startups from a lot of different countries. So that shows that there is a huge supply of new technologies which can be used in an industry like yours. And to be honest, those kind of programs actually encourage people to do more and more. So I'm really happy that we are going to have this 10 startups. But to be honest, as you remember, it was a quite tough time for us to shortlist the companies. We are not saying anything else, but those are kind of our priorities for this moment. And hopefully we are going to have good POCs out of this program. Thank you for sharing that information.
Thanks.
As Burcu said, we are going to go to startup pitches, and it will be back to back. It will be a lot of interesting things. Now we have roughly 150 people listening in. That also shows the demand in the innovation of energy industry overall. So I'm going to leave this stage. I'm just going to turn my camera off. As Burcu mentioned, you are going to listen to our finalist startups in alphabetical order. So best of luck to everyone, and we are going to coming back with juries and the planning section. Our first startup is from Turkey. Alloy Additive develops a 3D metal printer that can additively manufacture aerospace metals.
Hello everyone, this is Mehmet Çetinkaya, founder of Additive. We are manufacturing large-scale metal parts by using our specially designed 3D printer. Let's start with a problem in manufacturing of metal parts. In machining, a bar is obtained and it's machined, and this can cause to 90% waste and high amount of carbon dioxide emission. In 3D printing, small metal powders are used, so the sizes are limited and the process is slower. Instead of using metal powder, we are using metal wire. This provides high speed, high efficiency, and capability of 3D printing large-scale parts. We are capable of 3D printing parts up to 1 × 1 × 1.5 meters. We are using welding technology and robotic arm technology together. Whole system, hardware and software is controlled by our specially designed 3D printing software. One example is from railway industry. In conventional ways, manufacturing of this part can take up to 3 months. Instead of this, we manufacture this part within 20 hours. So you don't need to store the part and you can manufacture parts whenever you need. This example is from aerospace. We manufactured a rocket extension part out of titanium 6-4 material, which is exotic material and very expensive material. Manufacturing of this part took 6 days instead of 6 weeks in conventional ways. As well as we manufactured this part with lower cost compared to the conventional one. This POC is from Chua. They used a leak repair clamp and they manufactured the part within 5 days. In conventional ways, it takes more than 5 months. So we decrease the lead time. We can provide variety of exotic materials such as nickel, titanium, and other materials. We provide cost reduction as well as you don't need to store the part. Instead, you can store the data itself and 3D print whenever you need. Metal alloys has $300 billion market, and this is $9 billion for 3D printer market and $3 billion for 3D metal printers. However, for 3D metal printers, the growth rate is 30%. So we would like to have $10 million revenue in 4 years from this growing market. Our competitors, some of our competitors can can't manufacture titanium nickel alloys, and some of them cannot manufacture these with high efficiency. As alloy additive, we can manufacture parts, titanium inconel high performance alloys with high efficiency. As you send PDF file to printer and get your document, our customers send us technical details, and we manufacture the part and send the part to our customers. We can also provide 3D printer itself. We can sell custom 3D printers for our customers' needs. We have a qualified team. I'm a metallurgical and materials engineer. I completed my master's degree in Koç University, and during my master's, I conducted space experiments, which is supported by NASA. We have 3 academic advisors, 7 mentors, and 4 technicians helping us. We started our prototype in 2020, and we completed our incubation and incorporation in this year. We are in Technopark Istanbul, our office and machine shop in Technopark Istanbul. We are one of SAA Istanbul companies, and we have our TÜBİTAK project. So Additive is featured as top additive manufacturing innovators. And in our TÜBİTAK project, we are working on a patentable technology, and we will be manufacturing exotic materials in controlled atmosphere. Thank you very much for listening. I would like to have your questions.
Our next startup is CYC. CYC is transforming tank cleaning with its robotic solution, replacing manual labor to improve safety and optimize HSE practices.
Hi, good afternoon to you. It is my pleasure to present to you the capabilities of CYC International Private Limited. Well, we are not really so much of a startup, but this is actually the 2nd generation company that's running, and we specialize in tank cleaning. So a few years ago, perhaps as many as 10 years ago, we started embarking on robotic tank cleaning. This is an animation of how the robotic tank cleaning will be like. First and foremost, all the robotic system is built on a modular system, so that it's easy to transport the equipments from places to places and up and down the trucks. As you can see from here, although we tend to preach that it's all about 0% man entry, in reality, there is no such thing as 0% no man entry. Rather, we are trying to eliminate as much as 70 or maybe 80 to 90% of man entry into hazardous environments. The operator actually operates from outside the tank, and he maneuvers the robot remotely into the tank. Once inside the tank, the robot is capable of performing what a human would do when they are inside the tank. From this animation, you can see that basically we have a different range of robots, and even one that can crawl on the side of the tank, which I will explain to every one of you later. This is the robot that you're looking at, and it is certified explosion proof for up to zone 0, and is able to operate in a tank environment of as high as 60 degrees Celsius in temperature, something which human is not capable of doing. This is a very simple animation, or rather a real video of how the robot actually looks like while operating inside. You can see that the operator has the option to tune the camera to see whether they want it a zoom in or a pan out view in order to operate the robots. Next, we take a look at why the robot is actually very useful. So not only can we reduce the number of manpower inside using robots, we are also able to reduce the amount of consumable, which will then translate to less wastage, and not less wastage is always very good for the environment. So while you are doing gas spraying, the robot can already start working on it. And the best thing of all is the operator are not inside the hazardous environment. We have other robots as well, and one of these robots is used to clean the side shell of the tank. Now, with this robot cleaning the side shell of the tank, which is used mainly in product conversion tanks, or there is a need to thoroughly clean the chemical tanks, you see that this robot actually uses magnet to climb up the tank and to clean. Now, this robot can not only clean the tank, if you use a higher pressure, they can also perform FRP or GRP coating, which of course, once again, removes the need for human beings. While we speak, we are also developing robot that is capable of doing blasting. This is about 70 to 80% completion. And other than blasting, we also have robot capable of doing painting as well. But then again, this is still under development. What you're looking at is basically the first version. As we speak, we are already developing a second version, version 2, and this one should be ready by the end towards the third quarter of this year. We also have robot that is submersible and is used to clean water containment, as you can see from this video. It has a built-in pump. This robot may not be certified for explosion proof, but is definitely certified for waterproof. Now, we also have other kind of products that is capable of cleaning up oil spillage. So this is a simple product which we also use for tank cleaning at times. Instead of using water, we just have to pour some of this product onto the oil spill, and we also use this to clean tanks as well. And the good thing about this particular product is the outcome of it is basically you achieve 90% or 97% skid resistance. This product is not only good for on a hard surface, it can also be used on water as well. This product is what we call hydrophobic, and it is capable of bonding with oil, but not with water. A lot of all these videos were given to you in quick time, but I suppose you can view them at your own time. With that, I have come to the end of my presentation with a possible collaboration with SOCAR. Please feel free to reach out to me should you have any questions. Have a nice day. Thank you.
Delivers.AI is a device-agnostic technology platform enabling autonomous last-mile and last-meter delivery.
Hello, I am Ali Yarali. I am the founder and CEO at Delivers.AI. Welcome to Innovation Startup Challenge by Hackquarters and SOCAR Partnership. As Delivers.AI, we are autonomous mobility platform for last-mile logistics. Today's challenge in last-mile logistics are, in terms of the increasing the costs, increasing the carbon emission by 2030, almost 32%, and struggle to find delivery riders in developed countries. As Delivers.AI, we are offering a connected autonomous mobility platform which makes the last-mile logistics more accessible, safer, efficient, and better for the environment. Our product is device-agnostic autonomous mobility platform for online order platforms, for groceries, and other type of businesses as well. We are providing a technical platform that we are capable to manage the sidewalk delivery devices, either our own or other types as well. So we fully developed our system, and we are offering an environment-friendly delivery service for our business partners. We also get permission from different type of countries in Europe, UK, and also in the US. As Delivers.AI, we also endorsed by the giants like Intel, Ford, and other government authorities as well. The market is huge, and as Delivers.AI, we are focusing on US, Europe, UK markets. And there is almost $8.78 billion market at the moment, and we expect it to grow almost $20 billion very soon. We differentiate ourselves from other similar models as device-agnostic approach with our unique partner integrations, B2B focus, and able to offer different kind of payload, volume, and dimensions to our businesses. Our core business is mobility as a service model. We are charging one-time deployment fee, depending on the area, up to 3 to 4 miles. And then we are offering a mobility as a service model, which is including number of deliveries, and we are charging it monthly. And we are offering a autonomous vehicle technology, tele-assistant fleet management, and all cloud operations as well. We are also offering out-of-home advertising opportunity for the businesses, and we are also providing data to the cities and also factories as well. We already completed our platform, and last 2 years we are in operation in 6 cities with 20 active devices. We already get approvals from different kind of countries, and we are also working for the sidewalk delivery robot regulation over the globe. As I mentioned that we are operating with 20 active robots at the moment, and we are making full autonomous deliveries to real customers with the partnership of Carrefour, Spar, Glovo, and Delivery Hero. Our delivery devices and technology also socially accepted by the community. More than 20 million people seen our devices, and almost all react positively. And no devices vandalized, stolen, or happened an incident. We are also connecting our devices and technology with other type of vehicles like van, like trucks and other types. Our technology is both outdoor and indoor autonomous vehicle technology. In this specific use case, as Delivers.AI, we are offering a inter-factory transport for SOCAR factories. In these large factory sites, we are offering a technology that we are taking the spare parts or any type of equipment from the depot of the factory, and we are also delivering those spare parts as multiple drops to other parts of the SOCAR responsible areas. And then we would like to scale for this model to the other type of factories and also in the oil and gas industry. We strongly believe that we are able to replace autonomous delivery robots to make the deliveries and transport of goods in the factories more efficient, safer, and better for the environment. We have a team of 36 people in Turkey and the UK. And we believe that this is the time for the cheaper, faster, and more reliable delivery option, which is 100% electrical and autonomous delivery service. Thank you very much for your listening, and I am happy to hear your questions to answer. Thank you very much.
Flyability creates solutions to support internal inspection, including collision-tolerant cage drones, and software to enable the collection, analysis, and reporting of inspection data captured inside of confined spaces.
Hello everybody, this is Fabio Fata from Flyability. We are a Swiss company producing hardware and software for indoor inspections in confined spaces and dangerous places. We address a very important problem, which is inspection with people in confined spaces are very dangerous and expensive. 98% of the cost of the inspection is the preparation of the people. Despite that, there are many accidents, and the downtime of sending people inside, scaffolding, remove the scaffolding, sending people with rope access, it's a lot longer than an inspection with a drone. With a drone, there is no human entry, big savings in terms of cost, and an inspection in a fraction of the time. We collect visual data and laser data to have an image of the asset integrity. We collect images in 4K with a very powerful 16,000 lumen light, dust proof. So for example, you can collect bolts, weldings, pitting, plus a full 3D model of the asset. Therefore, we can reduce the risk, reduce the costs, and collect reliable data. Many companies are already working with us in the oil and gas and in other sectors, also in Turkey. We have a reseller in Turkey that can give support for training, support and repairs. More than 100,000 flights recorded, so we know exactly what can be done in every single asset, in every single inspection. This is the evolution of our product, starting with the Helios one in 2014. And the product that we have right now, the Helios 3, so visual data plus a full LiDAR scan on board. The solution is composed by 3 parts. The drone itself, the controller and the tablet, plus the softwares to review the data, to categorize the data and export a full report. The drone is designed for indoor, for dark spaces, spaces with collisions. It's the only drone that can do that. You can inspect several assets. We have a significant track record in all these assets: rigs, FCC, storage tanks, chimneys, pipes. Very powerful lighting system, dust-proof. The 3D model allows you to review the images in a 3D space, so have accurate data, instant localization, and one seamless workflow. These are some of the models that we have created with our LiDAR. Also, photogrammetry is available with the images that you capture inside. You can do a 3D model based on the image. Great, so let's see some images of the drone in the field, in the real action. We have more than 100,000 flights recorded. There are many of these on the YouTube channels. You can really see what the drone can do in real life. Here we have the drone in a boiler. You can see the burners here, very high quality images, very powerful lighting, dust proof. You see the dust is not affecting the quality of the image. Here we see the drone in a tank. We have in the lower right corner the 3D model captured live with the laser. Very clear images with the same resolution of the human eye. You can have a general look, stop and take still pictures. You have a clear localization of these pictures in the 3D model, so you know exactly where these pictures are taken with X, Y, Z coordinates. Here we have the drone in a chimney, and this is the interface of our post-processing software, where we have all the data together, the 3D model on the left, the images on the right, some tools, some POI, point of interest, below. So here you see some still images. You can take a measurement on that. You can zoom in with the images and check the fine details of the image. You have a thermal camera. Here is a FCC unit in Turkey with the largest energy company in Turkey. Imagine how hard it is to go with the people. This is a ballast tank in a vessel, also in Turkey, with a big service provider. How hard it is for the people to get there, to localize these images. Here you have the 3D model, and finally the full 3D model of the ship realized only with a few flights. Thank you all for your attention. This is Fabio Fata, Flyability. Book a real demo on the field to test this solution in Turkey right now.
FinBootTech simplifies enterprise blockchain with their no-code, low-code platform, Marco, enabling Web3 and the future of internet for businesses.
Hi there, my name is Juan and I'm the CEO and co-founder of FinBoot. FinBoot is a technology company that focuses on accelerating the digital transformation of industrial clients, particularly implementing digital traceability solutions to transform their supply chain processes. Our no-code approach has been tested to quickly introduce and implement these solutions with key industrial clients across sectors with a lot of experience in the oil and gas and the chemical business. Now, we particularly focused on helping clients who are struggling with their ESG and sustainability initiatives. Recently, the changes in the regulatory landscape, the shifts in consumer behavior, and the new ESG focus coming from investors has made it critical for companies to introduce digital solutions that allow them to have verified and substantiated ESG and sustainability claims. This new challenge comes as an addition to the already disrupted supply chain ecosystems, where supply chain leaders are eager to return to growth. Digital transformation is known to be an enabler for ESG and supply chain transformations. The key is to identify and deploy the solutions that are delivering key and real quantifiable business impacts. Now, what are some of the business outcomes that our clients are seeing? There's one element that is key in improving profitability: the creation of digital product passports that are built with this traceability and supply chain data are key for our clients to use them, to commercialize them either for a premium pricing or to lock in their customers. Additionally, the use and the implementation of these digital solutions is a great element to introduce operational efficiencies, which at the end are linked to cost savings. In other kind of more higher level values, we are helping our customers enhance their brand value, help them mitigate risk and adapt to the new regulations, again, in this complex and changing regulatory landscape. These are some of those customers in growing and resilient markets that are already benefiting from our technology. Industries or enterprises like Repsol, who has been a customer since 2018 and uses our technology and our solutions for the digitalization of their downstream supply chain, more recently evolving or introducing now their circular economy products, including chemicals and fuels. This is a fully scaled solution already covering 9 industrial complexes and well integrated to their legacy systems. Another example is Iberia Airlines, who in 2019 started implementing our technology to improve supplier communications and has since then increasingly minimized their financial risk tied to their refueling costs, fuel being one of the biggest cost driver or the biggest cost driver an airline has. Lastly, SABIC, one of the world's largest chemical manufacturers and the chemical arm of Saudi Aramco, has been using our technology to trace the production of circular polymers, bringing an entire end-to-end visibility from waste to product. More recently, we've been cementing our position as digital providers for the oil and gas industry with clients like TC Energy in North America, formerly known as TransCanada. Without jumping into too many technical details, some of the functionalities that our clients are taking advantage the most are the ability to create digital product passports, to share data with their clients and the regulator and other stakeholders on product provenance, quality, and compliance. This links to their capacity to improve ESG and sustainability reporting and automate processes such as mass balance bookkeeping for their production and their sales operations. At the end, this end-to-end traceability and visibility is becoming an excellent competitive advantage for our clients. We've been in business since 2016, and in addition to that strong customer base, we're also backed by both institutional and strategic investors in the US, UK, and Spain. Today, a team of 25 from 9 different nationalities and 4 different continents, and a strong, solid senior management team. Finally, we've already been exploring some of the potential use cases with SOCAR, and these are based not only in our understanding of your business, but also our knowledge of what your peers are already doing with our technology. With that, I would like to thank you for your time and for this opportunity, and I will be happy to answer any questions you may have.
Jet Scoring from FRA Financial Technologies is a financial analysis platform that accelerates credit decisions for managers by using machine learning algorithms to capture data from various financial statements and generate instant risk reports.
Hello everybody, it's Mehmet and I'm the co-founder of FRA Financial Technologies. Today, I'm going to introduce our capabilities with machine learning, OCR, and document parsing technologies. We can solve different problems on customer onboarding processes and know your customer document digitalization processes. First of all, who we are. FRA established in January 2021 in Turkey, and 1 year later we established our second office to Estonia. Currently, we have 12 team members, and we have active 2 different platforms. JetScoring.com is an instant financial analysis platform with machine learning, whereas FRAScoring.com is an stock exchange analysis platform. One of our most powerful capabilities is to read different documents with OCR, machine vision, and document parsing technologies. In our current product, JetScoring.com, we can read different audit reports, financial statements, balance sheet, income statements, different type of documents. We can read them in different formats, different alphabets. Turkish, English, Arabic, doesn't matter. When we read those documents, we can capture those data, financial data. After that, with our machine learning algorithms, we can calculate the financial risk score of the companies, and we can write an instant financial risk report for those companies. Currently, in the SOCAR credit management system, or jet scoring platform is actively in use, and they are currently using it. But our capabilities is not limited with the credit scoring. We can also read different know your customer documents during customer onboarding processes, such as tax certificates, trade registry gazettes, and identity cards. Also, on the other hand, we can also read different financial documents as well, like letter of guarantees and financial reports. So, as you know, manual data entry and the control of these documents is one of the biggest pain. So, when you onboard a new customer or vendor, you need to get all these different documents, and one person needs to sit there and enter all these values from these documents to their screens. But this is a manual process. It takes lots of time and it's open to lots of human errors. Instead of doing that, we can capture all these data from scan, PDF, or image documents directly, automatically, in different languages as well. We can take the data for reporting purposes, and also we can check the data validity constantly for the future as well. Jet scoring our systems went live November last year, and so far we have corporate and banking customers. One of our biggest Turkish banks and customers are our customers, including SOCAR and Petkim. And also we have global customers as well. We sold our products to Saudi Arabia and Malaysia. We completed different accelerator programs so far, and we got 2 different investments as well, one from Turkey and the other one from Europe, Startup Wise guys. As the team members, as the co-founders, myself and Erdem are friends from high school, and I'm a certified credit expert with more than 10 years of experience in Ireland, Turkey, and Germany. And Erdem is a full stack developer with more than 10 years of experience. He worked in Logo, Eczacıbaşı Bilişim, big companies in Turkey. So, if you have manual processes on your know your customer or customer onboarding processes, we can handle those processes and we can automate all these different tasks, and we can make your life much easier. For a smooth future, let's keep in touch. Have a nice day.
Our next startup, GoArc, aims to build an AI-assisted platform for Industry 5.0, connecting humans, machines, and systems in autonomous factories.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Thomas Couturier. I am the Regional VP for EMEA at GoArc. GoArc is a software company, and we're coming from Israel. Our background is industrial safety. So our mission is to help companies like SOCAR to invest in technologies in order to reduce the likelihood and the severity of a potential bad industrial incident in your operations. We aim to be, number one, the operational tool for every industrial worker. We have a digital safety platform ready for that. I'm talking about an operational tool, a working tool, not a simple reporting tool here. Number two, this platform has been natively built with AI and machine learning capabilities in it. So our goal is to help you collect this vast amount of data coming from different sources in your organization and store those data in our digital safety platform. We're talking about data coming from your operations, that's the IoT landscape, data coming from IT systems, SAP or other, and the data generated by your SOCAR people, employees, and contractors. This is the concept of the connected worker. And 3, we have customers like Delec in the US that have already completed those first 2 steps, and they are now using GoArc as their innovation platform to support their journey towards more autonomous and intelligent operations. So we have a very modular approach, and we help our customers transform the way they enable those mission-critical business processes such as permit to work, operator rounds, shift management, emergency management, etc. Let's have a look at one example. Here you can see on the right what SOCAR employees would see with the GoArc app. And on the left, this is what they would see in the GoArc emergency control room. The key is that once we have digitalized those business processes, then we can apply AI and machine learning to help you analyze this data. Then we can leverage some sophisticated tools like control rooms, command center, to have a real view of what is happening in your operations and take action to have a proactive way to manage risks. We support global customers with global operations, and ultimately our customers are leveraging the safety topic as an excuse to push their organization towards a better performance of their industrial operations. So we can imagine 3 possible paths to explore collaboration with SOCAR. 1, if you still manage today some important business processes in a pen and paper mode and you want to change this, talk to us. We can help you take your business processes as they are today and digitalize them in our platform in a couple of weeks or months' time. 2, if SOCAR is not only looking at digitalization, but rather digital transformation, because SOCAR's goal is the availability, the reliability, the performance of its operations. And that in order to do that, SOCAR has understood that they need to include in the equation all those human interactions that are happening with the technologies that has been deployed on site. So basically, you want to make sure you can capture what the operator sees, what he hears, what he feels. Talk to us, because this is this fusion in real time of this data coming from your connected worker ecosystem, as well as other sources of data that will give you the ability to better analyze, monitor, and optimize your operations. And 3, if you are already well embarked in this digital transformation journey, and what you have in mind is to push a strategy towards more autonomous operations, and you're looking for some innovative technologies to help you in this roadmap, talk to us. GoArc is already supporting energy organizations in this area. Typically, we like to meet your people from operations and from safety in your industrial sites, understand your business processes, how we map them with the GoArc modules and capabilities. Then we provide you with a project plan, a financial estimate, of course. And if you're like one of our customers, Delec in the US, and you're looking to capture some opportunities in both the industrial and digital areas, we'll be happy to connect with you and to support you. Thank you very much. Teşekkür ederim.
Our next startup on stage is Offset. Offset is a one-stop shop for decarbonization.
Hello, dear colleagues. My name is Alex, and I would like to present you our company, Offset. So at Offset, we are focused on solving the problem of fast and cost-efficient carbon emissions management, measurement, tracking, and management, which is currently inaccessible to the majority of businesses. The problem is that when you are going through the decarbonization process, you have 6 steps, which are quite fragmented, and you have to navigate it yourself. You have everything from measurement to reporting, and you can use different solutions. That's why we decided that we want to focus on development of intuitive self-serve platform, which helps to solve all these tasks. And currently our product line is divided on 2 different components. The first one is Offsetted Carbon, which is a carbon accounting platform for organizations. And second one is Offsetted Finance, which is a carbon accounting platform, but also includes some other functionality relevant to the collection of sustainability metrics for the businesses. We are operating on carbon management software market, which is currently growing, and key market drivers are regulations and the increased pressure on companies. So at the moment, we started from the segment of competition where we have small and medium-sized businesses with low sustainability readiness. And as long as we develop our solution further, we would also like to proceed to bigger enterprises. So our differentiation is that in technological side, we are currently developing deep tech carbon reduction engine, which helps you to understand how to reduce your carbon emissions automatically, plus access to decarbonization partners and solutions. And from business side, we are focused on providing customers with revenue boosting and cost reduction value in addition to different climate initiatives. At the moment, we serve our platform in several tiers. So self-serve tier is designed for small and medium-sized companies, which is which mostly has functionality related to manual data collection through these companies. And for larger companies, we offer semi-automated solution where we can integrate with existing software under the hood in order to streamline the carbon accounting process, make it more efficient and automate. So we've launched this company in February 2022. We raised around 250K as a pre-seed round, and since that we developed several projects together with international companies in finance, trading, IT, and agriculture in Southeast Asia and Europe. And currently we're scaling in Southeast Asia in agriculture segment in order to streamline the carbon accounting process for those companies. At the moment, our solution is fully ready and developed, so you can use it out of the box right now. Of course, if you would like to use it as an automated tool for carbon accounting, we will have to integrate that, but it's not a big issue. And at the moment, since we are finished with carbon disclosure part and we are moving now to carbon reduction part, our plans are to develop the management of decarbonization process, then streamline the ecosystem players and move to validation and optimization of carbon footprint. So at the moment, we are focused on developing this carbon reduction engine, which is a technology based on process mining. At a glance, it allows you to take event logs from your software and then get the model of your business or production processes. And when they are enriched with environmental data, the platform will allow you to get the precise insights about what you should do in your company in order to make the carbon emissions lower. I would be happy to tell you more on the meeting. At the moment, we are a team of 6 people located in Germany and Singapore and the United States. I myself am a CEO of the company. Before starting this company, I was leading the R&D department at a global cybersecurity company in Singapore, and my co-founders, Daria and Anton. So Daria used to lead international acceleration programs in International Innovation Center, where she was responsible for bringing domestic startups to international market, and she facilitated more than $5 million in R&D deals with international stakeholders. And our co-founder Anton, who is the CTO of the company, before joining Offset, he was running his own software development business where they served large enterprise customers in banking, crypto, and entertainment. So at the moment, we could be useful for SOCAR to solve the following tasks. So first of all, is carbon accounting for scopes 1, 2, and 3. According to GHG protocol, it's ESG performance monitoring, sustainability reporting, and search for decarbonization technologies. And also, during our pilot, we would be happy to test the new technology for process mining. Thank you.
ROT Studio is a fast, easy, accurate, and affordable zero-code software solution to create VR content.
Hi, my name is Selda Bağdat Bahadır, and I am the managing partner of the ROT Studio, where I will be talking about today. ROT Studio is a VR training tool, and most of the customers, especially large corporates, are facing lots of challenges on the training, not only implementing their training strategy, but also during the execution. Training for large customers especially is expensive and difficult to sustain. It is not only expensive because of the training cost, but there is also high involved opportunity cost into the training cost. It has to be a continuous because with the traditional learning methodologies, 70% of the new information can be forgotten within the next 24 hours. It is hard to customize and scale within the organization at the same time. This is where ROT Studio is coming onto stage and fixing most of those problems. Aroti Studio is an affordable, effective, and easy to customize VR training tool. The fundamental feature of the Aroti Studio, it is a no-code platform, no-code software. So you don't need any coding skills or the team to create your own trainings. As long as you have, a standard PC user, after 2 days training, you can create your own procedural trainings on Aroti Studio without having any limitation. You can create 10, 100, whatever you want. And it's easy to customize. And also, it does not require any 3D model processing as well. The training market is huge. And the percentage of the VR involved, it varies from report to report, but between minimum 10% to 26%. And it is expected the VR portion within the training to reach nearly 80% by year 2016. The Aroti Studio has 2 major modules. One of them is Designer, where you can create your own scenario, your own scene easily. And the Trainer, as I explained, you can create your trainings based on the created VR scene on the Designer. And you can use the graph notes, as you can see on the screen presentation, basically connecting to each other. It's very easy to complete one training, and you can create many trainings within the same day also. Where we generate our revenue, it's 3-way. It's standard annual license subscription per user. The second one, we still deliver some special projects on demand based on the customer request. And the third, where we believe in the future that the revenues will grow much faster compared to the others two, is the models or ready packages created on the ROT, where we can create our own training, or our business partner or ecosystem partner, or even our customers can create their own packages and sell them on the marketplace based on the revenue share model. We have 50+ license in Turkey sold, and more than 15+ clients in different 5 industries. And we recently won our international reference as Ford Romania this year as well. Burak Pekcan is our founding partner, who is the visionary leader, and he has his first spin-off, Plus 90, as a digital factory, as a dark factory, and that will be his second spin-off. And I have 30+ years in IT industry in international companies, and we are raising for $3 million to go for a global expansion and for the new version of the ROT Sıfır. And thank you very much for listening. Thank you.
Our final startup today, Visionalize Inc., empowers oil and gas companies to optimize operations using advanced 3D digital twin solutions, AR/VR training, and AI-driven predictive analytics.
Hello, my name is David Reinhardt, and I am the Executive Vice President and co-founder at Visionize. And on behalf of our entire team, we'd like to thank you for not only the opportunity to participate, but being selected as a finalist in the Wennovation Challenge. At Visionize, we have built an operational digital twin that really tackles and addresses some of industry's toughest and most important challenges. Our technology has been validated by some of the biggest names in oil and gas, power utilities, and industrial manufacturing. We've built a team of proven leaders, engineers, and advisors, and Visionize has global reach with offices in North America, India, and the Middle East. Visionize recognizes that downtime is one of the biggest, costliest, and most important challenges faced by all of these industries. These energy producers and industrial manufacturers have more data than ever before coming from machines, systems, sensors, but the data is siloed and not always available remotely. This quote comes from one of our customers where he's telling us that downtime costs them nearly $500 million per year, and they have all the data they need to solve the problem. The challenge remains accessing the right data in a contextualized way. This is where Visionize comes in. We deliver an integrated and immersive virtual representation of all the assets or the facility, which provides true contextualization of enterprise data in the form of source, business system, sensor, and historian. Wherever the data sits, we deliver it in a contextualized and role-based way. It's a virtual representation of the entire facility. It provides that visual context and situational awareness not previously possible. And it visualizes conditional data and predictive analytics. It's a true platform for advanced solutions and simulations and extremely extensible. Our technology delivers sustainable and extensible role-based solutions for all stakeholders across a broad range of operational use cases. From facility operations, maintenance, inspection, mechanical integrity, all stakeholders benefit. Visionize even supports advanced solutions like VR, AR, and robotic inspection with computer vision. These other operational use cases have demonstrated to reduce downtime, reduce CapEx, and technicians are able to do more and work faster and more reliably, all using Visionize technology. And we have been proven and validated. These are just a few of our client success stories. Saudi Aramco, for example, we've deployed at multiple sites and optimized inspection, maintenance, and enhanced safety and compliance. We're proud of the value we deliver to our clients who consistently report an ROI exceeding 100% year on year. The landscape includes some big names that you might have seen. However, these other companies lack real-time situational data and a role-based integration to business systems, and this is where we live. Visionize is winning because we deliver consistent and extensible operational value through our unique approach, which includes interoperable role-based solutions, knowledge capture, collaboration. We have a unique and extensible platform providing other advanced solutions, and a robust model management of change that separates us and proves to enable value year on year with our customers. It's no surprise this kind of market is growing, and Gartner and others predict the digital twin market will exceed $183 billion in coming years. Visionize is targeting about 20,000 plants, and our business model is to license software to each of them with an annual software subscription of $200,000 per plant. With the traction we're already seeing, we will reach more than 400 plants in the next 5 years. Visionize has been validated by some of the biggest names like GE Digital, Accenture, Aramco, and others. We're continuing to build our global interest across diverse sectors, both organically and through partners like GE Digital. With that strong validation of our technology, they chose us to enable them to extend their solution and offer unique differentiation to their customers. Accenture is another. We're building a co-solution around renewable, site selection, feasibility, and optimization. We're seeing amazing traction, and our pipeline now exceeds $40 million. We're honored and humbled to be part of the selection with SOCAR, and as a finalist, we really appreciate and thank you for the opportunity. We look forward to show the full depth of our solution and work with other innovative startups. Some of the value-based solutions Visionize can deliver to SOCAR include the consolidation and contextualization of critical asset knowledge and information. We have proven to reduce risk, improve safety, shorten downtime, and we have a platform for more advanced solutions like wearable technology and real-time location services. Our team is amazing, proven leaders across a wide range of industries, IoT and OT, and we have the expertise to get it done, and we look forward to working with SOCAR. We're Visionize, and we thank you again for the opportunity and look forward to the next steps.
I know it was a really long session, and it was really interesting with different solutions coming from different parts of the world. And that actually, again, shows us how deep of an industry is refineries, energy, gas. So I just want to move with our jury members who've been, we are so grateful that have been being part of this journey. So I think I'm going to start alphabetically and start with Aslı. Aslı, hi, if you can hear us. Hello.
Hi.
I'm just going to ask our jury members just to introduce themselves, and when you are going to have questions after the introductions, maybe we can go with our founders or the people who are joining us now. Welcome.
Sure. So I'm Aslı. I am the Managing Director of Turkey. Endeavor is a global nonprofit. We have operations in 40 different countries. They're all emerging markets. The Turkey office is 15 years old, so we're one of the older offices. We have a global network of mentors, and we are aiming to be the leading community of high-impact entrepreneurs in emerging markets worldwide. We also have a fund. We have about $500 million under management. In Turkey, we made 16 investments so far, and we have 5 exits. So Turkey has been very good to our fund. We 11x our investment in Turkey. So I've been saying this to everybody so that anybody can see that you, as a fund, you can make lucrative returns in Turkey. And thank you so much for inviting me. I learned so much because this is not usually the kind of industry and companies that we get to see. So it was also very educating for me as well. And congratulations, Kaan, and thank you to the SOCAR Turkey team.
Thank you very much for joining us. I think that most of the startups already know what Endeavor is. It's one of the widest network of great founders, and thanks for being with us. Hopefully you will have some questions to our founders as well. See you, Aslı.
Thank you.
You already met with Burcu. Burcu, would you like to say anything else?
Not actually. I was planning to keep it very short. I'm Transformation Group Director of SOCAR Turkey. I already mentioned about Turkey and our practice, so thanks.
A lot of startups mentioned about transformation as well, so it is going to be a lot of hard work for you to integrate those kind of technologies.
Right.
Our next jury member is Efe Erdem, Executive Director of Next. Hi, Efe. Thank you for joining us today.
Hello, thanks for the kind invitation, and thanks for all the crisp startup presentations. They were very to the point. So my name is Efe. I'm leading the Next Technology Center in Istanbul, Ataşehir. It's basically a digital transformation and capability building center, which is aiming at accelerating the digital transformation for the entire Turkish industry. We have been around for more than 3 years in the meantime, and so far we have touched roughly 400 industrial customers in all domains: automotive, textile, cement, food processing, and household appliances included. And we are increasing our penetration in chemicals industry as well. And we started to extend our outreach to Azerbaijan and other countries in the neighbor geography. So therefore, I'm really pleased to participate as a jury member, and thanks again to SOCAR for inviting us.
Thank you very much for joining us. I'm sure that the startups that you hear today, maybe they might be also available for your other industrial partners, because some of them already have different industry experiences. Thank you very much, Efe. Thanks for being with us. You also met with Hakan Irgıt, our jury member and also Chief Digital Transformation Officer. Hakan Bey, would you like to add anything else in the jury process?
No, I just want to say thanks for everyone participating and all the jury members for reserving their time and helping us to make the selection for this great 10 candidates. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Kıvanç Bey is another jury member. He's a member of the board of directors, IIC EC. Hi, Kıvanç Bey. Your microphone is muted, but that's normal, I think.
Hi, everyone. It's actually Kaan. It's ICAC. Actually, ICAC, apart from my many professional roles in the energy sector, I also volunteer at many NGOs. And one of them, and perhaps the one I enjoy the most, is ICAC. ICAC is the Sabancı University Istanbul International Center for Energy and Climate. And it has been really a privilege to be part of this program, and all projects and initiatives are exciting, and the ideas are very good, and a lot of effort has been put into it. And I congratulate SOCAR for such an initiative, likewise Hackquarters for the organization.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to have you in the jury, and we are looking for your questions as well. Perez Bey, welcome, Deputy Head of Strategic Management and Innovation Department at SOCAR. Thank you very much for joining us.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Greetings from Baku. First of all, thanks to organizers for the invitation. Actually, I have been enjoying to be a part of this jury and to be a part of this initiative. Very briefly about the proposals or pitch. I have been learning a lot from the pitch because each pitch has a unique approach in terms of application of cutting-edge technologies, in terms of effectiveness and efficiency. I really applaud your efforts in terms of in order to drive efficiency and sustainability in the energy sector, and would like to share my gratefulness for the time you have invested in your respective projects, as well as, again, thanks to organizers for this such great initiative. Looking forward to evaluation and, let's say, announcement of winners.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. So actually, if all of the jury members, if they can turn on their videos. And if you have the questions, maybe we can discuss which founders to ask for. By the way, just one reminder, Ibrahim Bey, another jury member of ours, I think he's listening to us right now, but he's unavailable to join. So thank you for Ibrahim Bey as well for joining us today's session. For the questions, our jury members, because we keep our entrepreneurs in the panel, the other side of the webinar. So do you have any questions? Who would like to start with, and which startup to ask for? You can raise your hand if you want. I'm sure that there are so many things that you are thinking about, maybe taking some notes. Burcu, let's start with Burcu. And
okay, thank you. So I have 4 questions for 3 startups. May I ask all of them at once or just one by one?
Let's have the first startup so we make sure that they can turn on their video as well. And
okay.
And if there is another question for that specific startup, I will ask our jury members to ask that question. Then we can change the startups.
Okay, my first question is for Alloy Additive. So you may know we have 2 main plants in our refinery and petrochemical business line. Star is a new refinery, but Petchem is a very old plant. And some of the equipments would not have any 3D models. We are already experiencing some problems time to time with this situation. So I would like to ask them how they would handle these kind of situations.
Hi, Mehmet. I hope you had the question. Do you need any kind of guidance from Burcu?
Yeah, actually there was a delay during changing. So may I take the question again? Sorry.
Sure. I was telling that one of our key operational units, Petchem, is a very old plant, and some of the equipments would not have any 3D models. So how you would handle these kind of situations with your solution?
When you have the part itself, it's really easy to 3D scan. After that, we obtain the CAD file, and it's really easy to 3D print again. So if you have the part itself, it's really easy way to manufacture again.
Okay, then we wouldn't need a 3D model for the parts. If we have the part, then we can build a 3D model of it and you can print it. Okay, thank you.
Yes, I thank you.
I mean, since we have Mehmet here, do we have any questions for Alloy Additive from our jury members? If you have it, you can, otherwise, Mehmet, you can just mute yourself. Are you going to ask to Alloy Additive? I think we don't have a question right now, Mehmet, then thank you very much.
I have a short question, sorry, for Mehmet.
Please.
What kind of results did you get in the stress tests of the manufacturing printed products?
We are better than casting parts, but not better than forging parts, because it's really a complicated process to manufacture parts. But I can say we are in the good shape, and we have tests with TUSAŞ and other companies. So we are almost certified our titanium alloys, And we are working on nickel alloys as well. So this is the case for the time being. But for fatigue properties, of course, there's a way to go for whole additive manufacturing sector.
Thank you.
I thank you.
Thank you very much. Efe, maybe we can continue with you. Who do you have in your mind to ask the question?
Thank you. My question would go to FinBoot.
Okay, just a second, so we make sure that the FinBoot entrepreneur is here.
Yep.
Okay. Hi, Juan.
I'm here. Thank you.
Hi, Juan. It was a very interesting and exciting presentations. The use cases you listed, especially in the context of sustainability, sound very interesting indeed. I would want to understand how, could you please describe as a typical customer journey, like in the case of SOCAR, how long would an engagement take? How long would the implementation take? I fully recognize it's a low-code, no-code solution, but nevertheless, to enable that traceability solution for sustainability use cases that you've foreseen for SOCAR, how long would it take? And could you also help us visualize the tangible impact that SOCAR would achieve out of this engagement?
No, absolutely. And again, excellent question. And I think we have quite a bit of experience to kind of provide a context to that based on the implementations that we've already done in the sector, right? The benefit, and that's why we kind of always highlight the fact that it's a no-code solution. The benefit that gives us is that we can get very quickly to delivery and implementation of the solution, right? So typically configuration goes in the first 3 months of the engagement, right? So we take between 8 to 12 weeks to basically build the digital traceability ecosystem to our clients. And after that, they can already start onboarding their users, working on system integrations, and essentially start introducing data. These are live traceability ecosystems, so they continue to evolve and grow as the relationship matures. So this is essentially the time it takes us to build the first implementation, but that then continues to grow. We're very kind of firm believers of a progressive approach with our clients. So typically what we do and what we would suggest to SOCAR is we either identify one facility or one business unit or product line to then start that process of implementation. Once we validate the business value that has in the initial, perhaps limited scope, we can start scaling the solution throughout the organization, right? And in terms of the business impact or the business outcome that this can have, it varies from customer to customer, but it's usually along those kind of 3 lines that I was mentioning, right? So one is, look, this digital traceability data could be added value to your product, and that could be offered in terms of a premium, or it could be offered in terms of differentiation of those products. Overall, the introduction of these digital traceability ecosystems, it will impact the operational efficiency of your teams. So it will have an impact on cost savings. And then one of the things that our clients are leveraging the most is the capacity to very quickly adapt to changing regulatory landscape, right? So more and more, the regulatory landscape, particularly in Europe and the US, is changing in the sustainability area. So we need to make sure that we are prepared to gather, verify, and share all of that data with the regulator or auditor that corresponds.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
You.
Burcu, you had other questions. Is it one of them FinBoot, since we have one on stage as well?
No.
Then Aslı, you were also raising hand. Are you going to ask FinBoot?
Not FinBoot, no.
Perfect. Do we have any other question for Juan, at least just for now? Otherwise, maybe we can continue with Aslı and you can start.
I do have a for FinBoot. Just a quick question, if you allow me, Kaan. Which sectors do you see as application areas other than energy sector?
So I think oil and gas and the chemical industry are the areas where we've had the most success, and you can see that from our logos. More recently, we've been expanding into areas like steel and the construction industry, where we're essentially replicating similar traceability ecosystems. And we've also done some work in aviation and aerospace, right? So essentially every industrial sector that is going through a transformation at the moment, particularly in terms of decarbonization or energy transition, this will have a positive impact with them.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Juan. If you will have any more questions, we will just ask you to pop in. So thank you. Aslı, would you like to continue? Who are you going to ask the question?
My question was to Delivers.AI.
I think we have, hi Kutay. Nice to have you here.
Hi, Kutay, thank you. Shall I go?
Yes, please. Yes, please.
Okay, so from what I understood from your presentation, it seems like Delivers.AI was created as not a B2C, but like an outdoor delivery vehicle. It's sturdy. It also has a whole go-to-market strategy where you can brand it, and the idea is for for companies to use it for their deliveries outside. And now we're talking about something a little bit different, warehouse deliveries, etc. And there's already companies that are operating in that domain. Even we have some Endeavor companies that are operating in that domain. And it seems like a slight change of a business model. So can you talk a little bit about that and how you see that space and how you're going to use your competitive advantage for that as well?
Sure. Thanks for the question. Actually, as Delivers.AI, we are building a outdoor autonomous delivery technology for online order platforms like food, grocery, and parcel companies as well. But we have also different types of use cases, and one of them is also inter-factory transport to make the deliveries, let's say, from the depot or from the warehouse to the other parts of the factories as well. This is still outdoor deliveries, so that's why in public areas for food, grocery, we have the mobility as a service model. But for the inter-factory transport, there is many requests are coming. One of them is from also Novo Nordisk in the Denmark, and also Aramco in the Saudi Arabia as well. That's why we see also a market in this segment as well. We are not a warehouse robot. We just, pick up the equipments or some emergency goods from location A to location B in outdoor environment, but we have also indoor technology as well. Let's say we don't, take something from the warehouse and replace to other place, not a warehouse robots, because when you go in this space, depending on the business, if they produce, oil and gas or dairy companies or textile, so each warehouse robotics payloads, volume, everything is differentiating. Our technologies for small items to carry inside or outside the company, actually.
Thank you.
Thank you. Burcu, do you have a question to Delivers.AI?
Not for Delivers.AI.
Okay. Do we have any other question for Delivers.AI since we have Ali Kutay on stage?
I do have one.
Yes, Hakan.
Yes. Again, sorry, my quick question is, as you know, our area is a hazardous area. It's very flammable, chemicals around, and in these type of zones, lithium battery powered autonomous vehicles is a safety concern. How do you approach this challenge in your company? Or how do you plan to approach this?
Yes, actually, there is two parts of it. One of them is the safety of the robot or safety of the traffic inside the campus. We also discussed with the SOCAR Turkey team how we make it, safe in the Alia factory. We have some suggestions in terms of the drawing a yellow line in the specific road, and also put signs to warn people that there is an autonomous delivery vehicle. Caution or some reflects to give flashes. Of course, this is the safety side. But regarding to your question in terms of the hazard, in the oil and gas industry, the initial POC is going to be non-hazardous area. but we also make a research about that. Our vehicle need to have some certification if we are able to operate in the, especially in the hazard area in the oil and gas industry. Of course, initially non-hazard area, we make the POC, and then, I mean, if SOCAR Turkey is also happy and satisfied about our technology, then the next step, how we can amend our device as well, because they might request maybe the higher volume or other type of payloads, other kind of dimensions. And according to that, we will also shape the robot, maybe instead of the plastics, we will use some metal parts. I mean, depending on these certifications, we will follow and amend the robot according to the oil and gas industry.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Ali. Ali Kutay, if
Just
we will have
quick question I have to this company. In terms, let's assume that your product is selected to be applied within petchem, let's say. What are related infrastructure should be there in order to have proper application of your product within petchem, let's say? And second question is that apart from safety issues, what are technical challenges that you may come across, and how you're gonna mitigate these challenges apart from safety issues, of course? And third one is that in terms of efficiency indicators, can you just give example that by applying your product, which type of efficiency we can gain from, let's say, fuel consumption, let's say timing, etc. Thank you.
So we already make the, I mean, initial preliminary analysis for the current area. So in the POC, of course, we will keep it simple. There is the depot, the team already showed, and we are going to make the deliveries 3 different areas. I mean, on that path, the trucks are not going. There is just cars are moving, and as far as I know that the speed limit is also 30 km/h. So that's why we will draw a, as I say that, I mean, yellow line, and the robot follow these yellow lines in the POC stage, because the current technology, we are operating on sidewalks in the public areas or in the university campuses, but there is no sidewalk and there is no infrastructure at the moment. But as far as also we get the feedback, 2 cars also not going that often. So we try to make as much as precautions about that regarding the safety reasons. This is my first answer. The second, third maybe mixed in my head. Sorry if I missed something. But regarding the efficiency, of course, especially in our current markets in the Western Europe and the UK, it's really hard to find delivery riders. And when we think about the factories also, that's why actually warehouse robotics also developed recent years. So that's why instead of the paying for this kind of duties, we are able to use the robots in terms of the accessibility and also to make the efficiency, because this is the mobility as a service model. This is not a capex for the company. This is more in the OPEX size in the business. If there is a parts in the factory replacing this technology, then it helps to the companies as well. I don't know if I missed any question. Happy to hear again.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much for both of you. Burcu, sorry, you had more questions, and I just want to make sure that we have other jury members as well. Who would you like to continue with?
Okay. Okay. My second question is to Flyability.
Okay.
One is a more technical question. The other one is more around the working model. So let me start with my technical question. When the drones fly in pipeline structures, how do you assure health data flow, quality data flow on the pipeline casing? Because sometimes we would experience quality data flow problems That's why I'm trying to make sure. Let me also ask my second question. It's around your working model. When we work with drone companies, there are different working models. Are we buying the drone and using it, or are you renting the drone and producing the reports? How is the working model?
Thank you for the question, Burcu. I will start with the second question. So Flyability is the manufacturer of the drone. So we sell the drone and the training. So we help companies to build their own drone program internally. If SOCAR already has a drone program internally for outdoors, it will be very easy to set up a drone program indoor. But we also have customers that are service providers and that they can offer the solution. So our business model is to sell the solution, the hardware and the software, to asset owners and service providers. Regarding the pipelines, the flow of data that we have is basically video data and LiDAR data, which there is a radio communication between the controller and the drone. We have an accessory called the range extender that we can put inside in order to overcome the obstacles of the barriers of the pipes. So we can guarantee a coverage of 100 to 100 meters without any interruption. Normally the mission is split in different parts. So if you have very, very long assets, chimneys, stacks, boilers, you can enter from multiple access points and scan it from different parts and merge it. I hope this answers your question.
Yes, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do we have any other question for Flyability since we have Fabio on stage? Thank you very much, Fabio. If you will have any other questions, it will be really great to have you. Burcu, would you like to follow on with another question?
Okay, my last question is for CYC International. I really would like to understand how do you plan to provide service to Turkey, because it's a very physical product which needs logistics. I really would like to understand your solution.
Hi, good evening, ma'am. So basically what we want is to have the equipment, the robots actually shipped over to Turkey. And in order to keep the costs as optimal as possible, we would like very much to collaborate with one of the local partners or one of your in-house existing contractors. So when we collaborate, then they can support us in terms of the supporting equipment and the referrals and all the necessary manpower. So for us, we just want to keep our costs as low as possible by just having the robots and one or two of our robots operator going there. So we work on the basis of complementing people rather than to compete against the local contractors. So of course, what we are looking for is a continuation. So once we finish a job for a tank, then we can possibly move on to the next one so that the fixed cost of the freight gets spread over.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Danny. We know it's a little bit late over there in Singapore. Thanks for
I have a question for CYC as well.
Yes, ma'am.
So let's say you started working with SOCAR and you transferred the robots and you had the collaboration. How will they be fully utilized? I mean, how often will they be needed? And is this something that can even maybe be shared as a resource with other stakeholders or partners?
Oh, yeah, that's right. I was, it's not just used in the oil tanks as well. We could potentially use this for civil work. For example, tunnels, for example, big drainage, you know, and if it's not necessary in oil and gas, you could also use it for other kind of manufacturing plants as well. Like, for example, in pharmaceutical or in other kinds of manufacturing plants where they have got hazardous waste. So we're not just looking at a kind of a traditional fossil fuel type of tanks. We are also looking at chemicals. So long as there are confined space that will require the man entry, and we would like to replace the use of manpower, which is lacking in a lot of countries nowadays. Nobody wants to do this kind of job, you know, and therefore the robots becomes deployable.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Alkan Bey, do you have your question to Danny?
Yes, Danny, thanks for staying up this late. Maybe it was part of your presentation, but I might have missed it. Can you talk about a little bit about the references in our industry?
Oh yeah, we started using the robots with ExxonMobil here in Singapore, and we have also deployed this robot with ExxonMobil in Hong Kong. We have also done it with Shell in Singapore and in Malaysia, and Chevron in Philippines, and in Japan as well. We are quite proud of that, actually, for the fact that the Japanese are quite advanced in terms of technology, but nevertheless, they actually got asked to go over and try it out. So we have used these robots in a diversified product tanks, and we have used it for crude oil, we have used it for fuel oil, we have used it for product conversions as well, without the use of scaffolds. And the next one that's coming up is probably in Africa, Nigeria.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have your questions to Danny? Okay. So thank
you
very much.
I have just quick question. I understand the rationale in terms of safety behind the application of robots for tank cleaning. What about efficiency perspective? Can robot detect or differentiate, let's say, less dirty part and too much dirty part, and through this way optimize the usage of cleaning materials, fluids, etc.? Because from safety perspectives, to some extent, we can understand. What about the efficiency perspective in terms of cleaning materials and fluids?
Okay, yeah, that's a major concern for all my customers as well. So firstly, by deploying the robots, we will use lesser manpower. We reduced it as much as 50%, right? And I would like to say that it all depends on the circumstances, the type of product, the viscosity, so on and so forth. And there are also a lot of logistics considerations as well, because it depends on the refinery. So I would not dare say that we are actually faster than the traditional use of manpower. I tend to say that we can achieve the same time as using the manpower. However, in reality, we can have some time saving as well, perhaps 10%, 15%, 20%. And I can explain to you why. You do not need to gas free the tank before the robot goes in, because the robot is actually certified zone 0. So sometimes you need 24 hours, or you may need even a week to gas free the tank before you can have man entry. So the time that you need to gas free is the time that the robot can actually start working. We could have more robots inside the tank in order to speed things up. And we also have a robot that can clean the side shells of the tank without the use of scaffold. So the time that you need to build and dismantle the scaffold is the time that the robot would have completed the job.
So efficiency from timing perspective is somehow clear for me. But what about the efficiency from materials that you use? Did you have any calculation in that regard, that in the past that when one company applied traditional methods, they used such amount of cleaning fluid, but they used a robot, they somehow achieved efficiency? Because I do believe that a human can detect the areas which require less amount of cleaning fluid, or let's say no in-depth cleaning, but robots to some extent they need additional function in that regard.
Yes, absolutely. There will be certain corners that the robot is not able to reach and to clean. That much is true, which is why, even though I did mention that we want to say 0% no man entry, but in reality, the robot can probably achieve 80 to 90% of no man entry, leaving that 10 to 20% of man entry just to do the touch-up. But by then, we would have already eliminated the most hazardous parts of doing the tank. There will be certain corners, like for example, if you have got the low-lying pipes all over the tank, then this becomes a limitation for the robots.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Burcu, do you have any other question? Because you mentioned 4 startups.
No, actually 2 questions for Flyability, so I finished all my questions.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Danny. Actually, we are quite on time. So I'm really happy, and I really want to thank you, our jury members and entrepreneurs and our innovators for joining us today, because for the support before the event and during the event. Now what we are going to do is we are going to talk about a real life case POC from SOCAR's side. So thank you very much, dear jury members, and hopefully we are going to come back in like 15 minutes with the winners of today's session. I'm just going to share the next screen. And again, I just want to have a session with startup collaboration, a real life story. So Duygu is already here. Evren is already here. Evren is the Director of Customer Success at Intensai. And Duygu is the Digital Ecosystem Supervisor at SOCAR Turkey. So guys, thank you for joining us. I'm just going to leave the stage to you. And I'm really curious how you actually did the POC previously, so maybe it can encourage the other companies to join it as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Kaan. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Duygu from Digital Transformation Team at SOCAR Turkey. It's my pleasure to welcome you to discuss one of the most exciting and important topics in the world of business, corporate startup collaboration. Joining me today as our guest from the startup side is Evren Şener, who is the Customer Success Director at Intensai, to share his insights and experiences. Before we begin, actually, I'd like to share some statistics that highlight the potential benefits of these collaborations. You know, startups are known for their agility and ability to innovate quickly, while corporations bring resources, expertise, and experience. In fact, according to a report by McKinsey, companies that collaborate with startups experience an average revenue growth of 10% per year. This is a remarkable figure, highlighting the potential of these collaborations. But benefits of corporate startup collaborations go beyond just revenue growth. According to a survey by Deloitte, 80% of executives believe that startups bring valuable insights and innovative ideas to their organizations. Here at SOCAR Turkey, we are proud to have successful collaborations with startups. SOCAR Turkey and Intensai collaboration is a great example of how corporate startup partnerships can bring value to both parties. We look forward to discussing this topic with Evren and sharing insights on how to create successful partnerships between corporations and startups. So, without further ado, let's get started our discussion and explore the potential of these partnerships to drive innovation, growth, and success. Evren has an impressive background in HSE and has successfully led Intensai to become one of the most local, innovative, and dynamic startups in the industry. Evren, could you please share with us what brought you to work in the startup world and how Intensai is disrupting the industry?
Perfect. Thanks, Duygu, and hi, everybody. First of all, I would like to say it's great to meet you here and get to know all these great startups. So, very quick introduction of myself. I worked as a health and safety professional in multinational projects, companies like Enka, Renaissance, and Shell, mainly in Middle East area. And after working in various positions, I came back to Turkey during the COVID, and I was planning to have a new job. As an expat, you know, go to a project again or work in a head office as a corporate health and safety management role. So during these days, one day I met Serjan, who is our co-founder, and he said he wants to meet me and ask a couple of questions about the product, about the company, vision, and health and safety use cases. So I just wanted to help because I always thought like health and safety is an area that the digitization is very open to digitization and also digital transformation. And after a couple of meetings, one day he asked me if I would like to join the company. And my first reaction was, okay, why not? But what can I do in a startup or in a technology company? And he said, you can be a great fit for our CSM role. And to be honest, I wasn't aware of what a CSM does, what CSM means. And I said, I don't know, let me just check, understand, then I will come back to you. And after a few days within the, life of startups as well, I found myself working for Intensai as a CSM. And I've been here for 3 years. I was promoted to CS Director position, Customer Success Director position last year, and looking after Europe, Middle East, and Africa now. So this is a short summary of a long one, but this is how I started work in the startup world. And if you look from the company side, as Intensai, what we do, actually, we are an artificial intelligence-powered health and safety platform. What we do is getting connected to existing cameras, run our AI models, and then detect the unsafe act and conditions. That's quite important because unsafe act and conditions are the first level that you can take an action and prevent the future accidents. So if you can understand and eliminate the risks at that stage, you are having a proactive approach and eliminating a potential, a more severe accident in the future. We have more than 45 use cases, which are health and safety scenarios, focusing on different health and safety topics. So at the moment, we are 98 people and currently have 3 offices, one in New York, Berlin, and also in Istanbul. We are backed up by inside partners from the US and also Point 9 and Air Street Capital. We completed our Series A in 2021 with $30 million in total. And as a company, our goal is to use the latest technology, digitize the health and safety management processes, and ultimately reduce the incidents and save more lives. So overall, we are disrupting the health and safety industry by leveraging cutting-edge technology to create a safer workplace.
Thank you, Evren. Now let's talk about opportunities. What opportunities were created by this collaboration and how did it contribute to the success of both parties? What specific solutions did Intensai produce in collaboration with SOCAR Türkiye?
Perfect. So SOCAR is our first customer in the oil and gas industry. So from the first day we met, actually we have felt the passion and the ambition of SOCAR team for this digital transformation. So we started work early in 2022 and really proud to be a partner in their health and safety transformation journey so far. So after the quick integration, thanks to IT team and digital transformation team again, we started to get real-time health and safety notifications from the facility. So unsafe acts and conditions are reported 24/7 with the help of AI, and real-time analytics are generated at the same time as well. So we have seen some unsafe acts and conditions which could result as an accident if no actions were taken. We were able to spot them, take actions on them, and by closely monitoring the platform and taking prompt action, we have also observed a decrease in the occurrences of unsafe act and conditions. So rollout plan, participation from the site level, and the ownership have been the main contributors for our success. The digital transformation team led the phases of the project, and also they acted as a bridge between us and relevant stakeholders within SOCAR. So we had opportunities to apply our use cases for oil and gas. It was the first time. We took the initial step for the market entry to oil and gas. Also, we expanded our solution within SOCAR to subsidiary companies of them within less than a year. And we have seen different implementations of our use cases and see how our data can be integrated with the existing systems, health and safety systems, such as permit to work, health and safety training, risk assessments, etc. So also together we took place in Technofest held in Baku. It was a really great opportunity for us to emphasize the importance of health and safety by SOCAR and how we can contribute to this.
All right, we talked about the opportunities created. Now let's mention about the challenges faced during the collaboration process. I wonder what were the main challenges that were faced during the integration process in SOCAR Turkey, and how were these challenges addressed?
So as you all know, SOCAR is a very big organization, and there are many different departments, different people. So in the beginning, we try to understand who will be the focal points, how we can roll out our solution to a big organization like that. Also, it was something like, we tried for the first time in oil and gas. And after the couple of meetings, we started to work with a designated team from SOCAR, including the business unit and also including the digital transformation team. So their approach and the way that they managed the rollout process was great. And within 3 months, we were successfully integrated, onboarded, and ready to complete the phase 1 to roll out our solution to a larger audience. So when we rolled out our solution, we saw that the phased approach was a good decision because the people using the platform, using Intensai, used it without any issues, and they were immediately able to get value from the platform as well. Also, in the beginning, there were some accuracy-related challenges as well. So when we talk about AI, artificial intelligence, it's one of the first things that comes to my mind, which is accuracy. So I still remember we were really having a low accuracy level for hard hat, so a helmet as a kind of personal protective equipment. And when we checked that, we saw that the color of the hard hat is green, and also the background color, the floor level is green too. So when you look with even bare eyes, you cannot differentiate the hard hat. So we did thousands of labeling to improve our accuracy levels. Same thing with reflective vests, etc. And we improved our accuracy levels from the beginning, and now we came to a reliable accuracy range with SOCAR. So still we continue to hold our monthly calls with the team, with a larger audience now, including health and safety, area supervisors, digital transformation business unit, and brainstorm about what we have done, what type of alerts we generated, what type of actions are being implemented, and that really helps to maintain and improve the health and safety standards by using our solution.
Thank you. Emre, as Albert Einstein said, in the middle of every difficulty lies opportunity. We must keep this in mind and remain optimistic, right? Okay, then we'll soon announce the startups. With that, we will start the collaboration process with the POC. Eren, what suggestions do you have for other startups looking to collaborate with SOCAR Turkey based on your own experience?
We briefly touched on collaboration, but we strongly believe that collaboration is one of the main contributors to be successful. So we just understood who are the focal points and then start to work with them, get an alignment. So we understood what values can we create, what is expected, and just work together to achieve those goals. So collaboration is one of the most important ones. The other one, which really helped, being, having subject matter expertise. So, for example, our CS team now includes more than 10 people with health and safety background. So when we talk with our customers, especially with health and safety professionals, we understand what are they talking about, what are the hazards, what can we offer, and also we are having a common language between us and also between the customers. So that was another important thing we had. So creating clear communication channels was another one. As I mentioned at the beginning, SOCAR is really a big organization. And after a couple of meetings, we were able to understand whom to talk and what can we do together to align our goals. And one thing also helped here a lot to us, being transparent. So, sometimes we said we cannot do that because of this. And also SOCAR said we need to achieve this with that. And we just found the common ground and agreed on a mutual value proposition. So being transparent about that, being transparent with the timelines, that's another thing which contributed to our alignment. So as a summary, it has been a joyful and amazing experience to work with SOCAR so far. So still we continue to learn from each other day by day. We see different type of use cases, different requests. And I would like to thank you for giving this opportunity to discuss what we have done so far. And thank you so much for listening to me today.
Thank you very much, Eren. In conclusion, we have discussed today the importance of corporate startup collaboration and how it can bring about innovation and growth for both parties involved. Seek out opportunities to collaborate with startups and entrepreneurs, and together, let's drive digital innovation and progress in our industries. Thank you for your attention, and let's continue to work towards a better future through collaboration.
Thank you, Duygu. Thank you, everyone. It is always a pleasure to hear real-life case study from a startup with a corporate. So it always shows good faith and how they can actually work together. And as Duygu mentioned, now we are going to move into the next step. So again, it was quite tough. I just want to first have Burcu on stage because we are going to talk a little bit first. So Burcu, I think I spoiled it a little bit, but we try to have the companies, so it's not going to take a lot of time anyways. Thank you for everything. I think we are clear now. So how many companies that we are going to choose today? Because we always talked about having more and more companies in the pipeline. Hopefully we will have more of them as well.
Today we will go with actually 4 companies. But can I say some words, by the way? Okay. So I would like to take this opportunity to thank all of the participants and all the finalists that we had here today. They have been through our presentations during the preliminaries, so it has been a long way. And today they answered all of our questions. We really appreciate your motivation to become a part of our ecosystem. So first, I would like to thank you to everyone. Before announcing these 4 startups, I would like to briefly explain how our selection process was. We have evaluated all participants through a set of well-defined criteria, and there are 3 critical factors actually. The first one is how the problem and solution fit goes. It is extremely important that the offering is able to address a crucial business problem or needs and providing an accurate solution which is scalable, applicable at the market. Second one, the second criteria that we took was we expect this offering to have a high potential to create a new solution, product, or value network, or eventually disrupt an existing solution, product, or value network. If the offering has the potential to expand to other SOCAR entities or to our industry, that is surely a plus. And finally, and most importantly, this is the core of our digital transformation. So the offering should create business value and impact. That was one of the most important things. And before again listing down the 4 companies, I want to emphasize that yes, we will move on with these 4 companies, but these are all great solutions that we listened today. And if they were not, they wouldn't list down on our final 10 finalists. So I am sure that somehow on the way we will have opportunities to meet again with them. And I think after thanking everybody again, I can move on with listing the final 4.
I mean, thank you for all of those. And again, like from leadership to different departments, so many people were involved in selection, understanding how they can actually implement it. And hopefully today we are going to say this 4, and hopefully we will have even more from the finalists. And I'm sure that from our audience, we still have more than 100 people that are also interested in their solutions. And hopefully we might bring them to a platform where people actually can collaborate together. So without further ado, Burcu, would you like to start with one?
Yeah, exactly. I will again go with alphabetical order. There's no like first, second kind of thing. The first one I would like to mention in alphabetical order is Alloy Additive.
And congratulations to Alloy Additive. I think we have the team here, so maybe they also want to have one sentence. I think Mehmet was here as well.
Yes, I'm here. Thanks a lot. It was really a nice journey, actually, and happy to hear this So I'm really excited and can't wait to start this POC.
We are also waiting for you to have the success stories maybe in the upcoming Wennovation program. So we'll be looking after for that. Thank you, Mehmet.
Thanks a lot.
Okay, the other one is Delivers.Ai.
I think Delivers.Ai team is here as well. So Ali Kutay, maybe you'd like to turn on your camera.
Hello, do you hear me?
Yes.
Thank you very much. As I also mentioned that in the pitch, I'm glad to be here today in the Innovation Startup Challenge also. And thanks for the SOCAR Türkiye team and the jury members. We are really happy and I hope that we will make a great job. And thanks for Hackquarters also to organize this challenge as well.
Thank you very much, Ali Kutay, and congratulations again. Thank you. Burcu, would you like to continue with
Flyability?
Yeah.
Thank
Fabio.
you very much. Thank you very much. Very, very excited and looking forward to start collaborating and bringing drones to SOCAR. Thank you, Burcu. Thank you, everybody.
3D models.
You will love it.
You guys are building the drones and everything. Thank you, Fabio, for joining us.
Thank you guys for the opportunity.
Okay, and the final one is Emre.
I think also Mehmet is here.
It's Erdem, the other co-founder of FRA Financial Technologies. Hello, everyone, and dear jury members. I'm really so excited now. It's a big surprise to be in here, and thank you very much for this journey and this startup challenge. I didn't get any question. I assume that I couldn't get a win here, but it's a very big surprise for me. Thank you very much.
I mean, for the Q&A, we had a lot of questions. Unfortunately, you didn't have one, but it seems like it was clear. But to be honest, as you mentioned, everyone today presented here is quite exciting for SOCAR, the partners that we have in the jury. So thank you for being with us today. And thank you, Burcu, for helping me with the
thanks everyone.
POC candidates that we are going to move forward. And hopefully we are going to have a little bit more. Actually, all of our jury members and startups actually can turn on their videos on if they want, because we are now closing. Just before closing, I would like to ask our audience members, this is the feedback form of this event. If you want to give any kind of feedback for our future events, we are looking forward to it. And we are going to send you the documentation of this event. And if you want to meet with our founders or SOCAR team, we are going to help you for sure. As Kaan, as Hackquarters, I really want to thank all of my team and also SOCAR team and jury members giving that so much time and effort in this program. I'm just going to turn off the video. And if you want to add something, I'm really happy, but to be honest, I'm feeling really, really happy to have all of these great companies presenting today. Hakan Bey, would you like to say anything in the closing remarks, or Tabriz Bey?
No, thanks everyone for attending, for listening, for participating, for selecting. Again, it was a long effort, but a tedious one. Thanks for again being flexible with us during these months, and congratulations for the 4 parties. The other 6, I am sure, will be in touch. Definitely, it's not, sometimes it's not you, it's me type of thing. You know, we see in the movies. You know, it also depends on the maturity of us. Is also played part in my selection. So from my side, I can say that we'll be in touch with all the other 6 parties as well in the future. And thanks for all the jury members for reserving their time in this very precious moment. And thank you, Hackquarters, for organizing this thing. And thanks to my team. I think it was a great initiative. I'm glad we pulled it off. And I'm looking forward to the next ones in the future. Thanks, everyone.
Likewise. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon. And for the companies that are presented today, we are going to help them in Hackquarters network to make sure that you actually can still grow your companies and clients. And have a great day. I hope to share the good news from this program, and let's tune in for the next chapter of this program. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.